Welcome back to the Valley today. We're following breaking news this morning. 2 people in jail after police say they tried to ram a Fargo police car. A chase started right around 1 a.m. in Fargo, then moved into Moorhead by way of the Main Avenue Bridge, and that's where officers deployed stop sticks. The car eventually stopped near 2nd Avenue and 16th Street, and police arrested the driver, Tino Rodriguez, on a theft warrant, along with fleeing and driving after revocation charges. His passenger, Kaylin Ann Anderson, was also arrested on a theft warrant. A very good Monday morning, everyone, and thank you so much for waking up with the Valley today. I'm Kyle Bosch. Lisa has the morning off. Just getting started with nonstop news and weather all the way up to the top of the hour to help you plan your day. And we've also been following breaking news overnight for you. A family was reunited early this morning after a frightening night when the van that their child was sleeping in was stolen from outside a downtown Fargo store. The Valley Today's Christy Larson is joining us live from that store on Main Avenue in Fargo with the very latest details. Christy?
It would happen right here at the Asian and American market. Paul Tan was working inside when his wife came to drop off his cell phone. Now, while they were both inside, their 3-year-old was sleeping in the van, and it was just quickly that a man jumped inside, stole the vehicle, and it started to drive away. Paul says he did try chasing after the van, yelling for it to stop, and his son was inside, but it continued on. That's when they contacted police. The Fargo Police Department did put out a notice to the public, and they asked for the public's help in finding that van, and they got a few tips. They did finally find 33-year-old Ali Hashi, who was inside of that vehicle, admitted to it, stealing the van. He told police exactly where he had left it, and the 3-year-old Skylar was still inside and unharmed. Police did say that it doesn't matter the amount of time that you are out of your vehicle. You should not be leaving kids inside, and you do need to keep those doors locked. And when we talked with the father of that 3-year-old who was stolen inside of that van, he said that he understands that it was a mistake, but he said he doesn't know if he'll be able to forgive the man.
I won't forgive him either. Because I was chasing him. I said, that's my vehicle. My son's in there. You stop. My son's in there. And he just take off.
It was a terrifying moment for both parents, but they said when they heard the news that their son was found and safe inside that vehicle, they said that they were so thankful and grateful. He also said they were thankful to have family here in the area to keep them company during the night, during those 3 hours while the 3-year-old was missing. And Kyle, thankfully, that 3-year-old did get to go home with his parents tonight and is safe back in Fargo.
A happy ending to a very, very scary few hours in downtown Fargo. Again, a child sleeping in a van that was stolen but found safe. Christy Larson reporting live for us in downtown Fargo this morning. All right, time to get a look at weather and traffic on the ones now. We start with meteorologist Robert Hahn on 6:51 on this Monday morning.
Yeah, and it's a mild one out there. Some hazy sunshine out there. The sun rather red. A lot of smoke out there from Canadian wildfires well up into Canada. We're seeing some of that smoke as some upper air winds bringing that smoke down, and we're going to have to deal with it for much of the day today. 61 in Bemidji, also 61 in Fergus Falls, 62 here in Fargo, also 62 up the road a piece in Grand Forks. Satellite not showing the smoke, but it is showing a few clouds up in northern parts of Minnesota. Underneath what few clouds we do have, no precipitation in our area, but some big storms up in southern Canada. Those continue to drift off toward the south and the southeast. Later on today, chance for some showers and storms. We'll show you that in the hour-by-hour forecast coming up here in just a moment. Most of the northern plains quiet right now. We are seeing a lot of green in our area. This is a lot of interference with the radar off to the southwest, southwestern South Dakota. Some showers and storms that were strong and even severe earlier this morning. Those continue to dissipate. A few showers and storms in northeastern Colorado, along the Red River of the South in Texas and Oklahoma, and a bit more in the southern parts of the Great Lakes that continue to push off towards the east. For us, as we go through the day today, again, a chance for some showers and storms. We'll show you that on the hour by hour. They'll start to pop up later on this afternoon. The best chances along and east of the Red River and north of I-94. One or two of those could be on the strong side, especially the better chances of that will be in our far eastern counties. Overnight lows tonight dipping down into the 60s and 50s after today's highs well into the 80s. Could see a touch of fog and haze once again as we head through the early morning hours on your Tuesday. And as we head through the day, increasing clouds from west to east, a chance for a few isolated showers and storms. The better chances along and west of the Red River, and the best chance for some strong storms will be well out in western parts of North Dakota. For us today, a slight chance for showers and storms, and again, the better chances in northern Minnesota. Tomorrow, That reverses over in the western parts of our viewing area. Better chances for storms area-wide, particularly on Thursday. And after a few morning showers and storms Friday, things clear on out quite nicely for the 4th of July weekend. That's a look at your weather. Time now for a look at your traffic with Al Ahmed. Good morning, Al.
Good morning to you, Robert. Good morning, everyone. I am southbound on Interstate 29 right now. Northbound traffic is approaching heavy. Travel speeds out here 60 to 65. Yeah, 60 to 65, and there was a Dodge past me going a lot faster than that. The major road malfunction out here, if you want to call it that, on Interstate 29 is the road work that's going on between 32nd and 52nd Avenue South. One lane each direction. Be extra careful through there. Crews are working right up next to the driving lanes, so you have to slow down and take it extra easy. Interstate 94 traffic getting pretty darn thick as well. Looks like we're headed for a busy morning. Drive carefully. Al Ahmed, Valley Today traffic.
6:54 now, and new for you this morning. Grand Forks police are looking for a man who hasn't been in contact with his friends or family since late Saturday night. Got his picture up on your screen right now. 25-year-old Aaron Pigeon of Badger, Minnesota was last seen around 11:30 Saturday at the Level 10 bar. He's about 5'9" and 180 pounds. You're asked to call Grand Forks police if you have any information. Dozens of people gathered last night to remember a Fargo man who was murdered in his home last week. Samuel Trout was found dead early Tuesday. Police say he had been beaten to death with a hammer. People last night took turns making their way to his doorstep to light a candle or write a message of remembrance. Trout's funeral will be held today in his hometown of Sartell, Minnesota. Now, his accused killer, Ashley Hunter, is being held in the Cass County Jail without bail. He was charged with the murders of Trout and 45-year-old Clarence Flowers. Family and friends will be gathering this morning to remember two Moorhead brothers who were killed in a rollover last week on I-94 near Fergus Falls. Zachary and Connor Qualvog were on their way to a basketball tournament when that crash happened. Services are being held at Bethel Church in Fargo. Visitation 9 to 10 this morning with the funeral to follow. An Arizona man is in the Minot jail this morning facing human trafficking charges. The man's girlfriend told police that he attacked her yesterday. Then during the investigation, officers determined he was also selling her for sex. He's now in custody for aggravated assault, terrorizing, human trafficking, gross sexual imposition, and failure to halt. Two teenagers who escaped from a North Dakota Youth Correction Center are now back in custody. Mandan police say 17-year-old Joseph Lever and 15-year-old Skylar Johnson were arrested late yesterday after someone spotted them in Mandan. Both are being held in the Mandan Correctional Center. The North Dakota Highway Patrol has identified a man who was killed in a Northern Valley car crash. 52-year-old Bruce Holweger was driving on Highway 2 near Arvilla late Friday night when he missed a curve in the road and rolled his pickup into a ditch. Police say Holweger was thrown from that vehicle. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The Minnesota State Patrol says two people were hurt when two vehicles crashed near Alexandria in Douglas County. Happened last night around 7 at the intersections of Highways 27 and 114. Deborah Welch of Fergus Falls and Stephen Novak of East Bethel, Minnesota, both suffered non-life-threatening injuries in the wreck. The State Patrol says Welch failed to stop at a stop sign and hit Novak's pickup. The first dispensary for medical marijuana in Minnesota is set to open in Minneapolis on Wednesday. That is the first day medical marijuana can be legally sold in the state. 65 patients have signed up so far, and Minnesota Medical Solutions says about 20 have already made appointments. Now, initially, they will be handing out a 7-day supply of medical marijuana. Eventually, that will increase to a 30-day supply, with the average cost per patient ranging from $300 to $600 a month. A dispensary in Moorhead is scheduled to open on August 1st. People turned out by the hundreds of thousands over the weekend to celebrate Friday's historic Supreme Court decision that legalized same-sex marriage across the country. More than 150,000 packed into downtown Minneapolis yesterday for a gay pride event. In San Francisco, organizers estimate more than 1 million people showed up. 17 tornadoes were reported in North Dakota over the weekend, and one of them came pretty close to ruining a wedding. Corey and Dara were getting hitched at the bride's family's farm in Clifford, North Dakota, but just an hour before the service, a tornado touched down a few miles away. When the storm moved out, some glasses, broken plates, tattered signs, and branches were left behind in the yard, but the family rushed to clean up, and the couple was still able to say I do. That's a wedding story that they will be telling for the rest of their lives for sure. All right, let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook this morning. Today's question, more than 40% of women say they're willing to do this. 70% of men think they should be the ones to do it. Robert, you have one last guess? Been
All
over this
my
morning.
guesses have been wrong. I don't know.
Well, the last I checked, nobody had it online. The answer, say I love you first.
Oh, what?
It makes sense now that you get the question.
It doesn't make sense at all.
It makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
You can take part in our question of the morning if you go to our Valley News Live Facebook page every Monday through Friday. Of course, we invite you to join the conversation all day long.